Hello, and welcome again to Nice Nick's documentaries. This one I'm so on. I spent a hungover, restless, stupid, pointless day watching this F1 documentary on Netflix while eating everything I could find. It was a long day in lockdown, but I thought I might as well review it because I'm interested in Formula One and I would like to like Formula One. And whenever you hear someone talk about Formula One, they're so excited and their enthusiasm about Formula One makes you really want it. But then once you sit down with them and you're like, this is only lap one, and it goes on and on and on and on. And I was all like, and my friend was all like, do we even think they're allowed to take over each other? I think that got banned one year. I was like, they're not allowed to take over each other. Anyway, my friend I used to live with used to be obsessed with it, and he would play this Formula One game, and he was saying it's not about taking over people, Nicholas. It's about the thrill of everything working well. And I was all like, no, I wanted the crashes, the action, the frills and spills, see tears come out of men's eyes. So this documentary does all that. You don't have to watch the big long races. You can just see the races happening like through a simulation, and it's all these like sort of like it's really weird whenever young men get really rich and they've got really white teeth and they end up getting a tan and they're wearing this like immaculate clothes that they only wear of one day given to them by their sponsors, wearing something, they have loads of sponsors all over their clothes, these like goofy waspy clothes, because it's like polo, uh, anything sponsored by Rolex tends to be for assholes. So this is like Formula One's like half for assholes and then half for extreme nerds who enjoy cutting off a pure second of things and enjoy researching the engines. And the whole thing's fixed anyway because there's only a couple of winning engines and there's two cars that have the same winning engine. Everyone else has to make their engine from scratch. So this is actually quite an interesting documentary because it shows you just how awkward it is if you have a good driver, but he's crap at talking, and he has to talk to the whole team, and he's making these horrible jokes, and you're like, mate, just drive, just shut up and look sexy and drive. And then it shows you the whole team's behind you. So say if you lose a race, there's the boss of the racing team, and there's the hundred of team behind you, all middle-aged, balding, wearing headsets and everything, and they're trying to feed their kids through your success. So, I mean, the pressure is horrible. And then this whole series takes you through, it doesn't just take you on the winners, which is interesting. It takes you on the ones who are trying to win. And there's this really crap team called Team Hess. And like it's like the shoestring team. It's like it's basically just rich men who don't know what to do with their money and women. But it seemed to be mostly men, nerdy men of a certain age. He didn't know what to do with their money, so decided too much of it, and they thought, should I buy a racing team? And then after that, I don't know. Anyway, all the money could have went to the hungry and starving kids, but no, you brought a racing team. You didn't save the world with that money. You brought a racing team because you wanted to fucking buy a racing. Anyway, so it takes you through the highs and lows of this team mess, and impressing the sponsor. Oh, here he comes now for 30 million pounds for a sponsor. And it's this weird guy with a beard, long hair, who looks like a wizard. And he's all like, I'm a millionaire. He's got this like velvet jacket. And he's all like, I'm McHugh's Oils from the long line of McHugh's. And you're like, what the fuck? Who is these weird ass sponsors? And then it showed you in the team has this lovely fella who looked a bit bizarre, with a sort of a hooked nose, and he is trying to make the team be a success. And he has this whole team full of 100 people who really don't give a fuck or just are just pretending. There's a lot of people in life who are just bluffers. They look the part and they've got the right credentials, but they're not really cut out for it. They're not really going to win the Battle of Britain. And so he's got this team of people that all just look at him in shock, and he's all like, 11th. How did we get to 11th place? And then he keeps on losing races, and then the fucking their two drivers fall out, and then there's talk about the replacing the drivers, and then it shows you the driver's home life, and it shows you the guy's home life, and there were all the families just waiting for him to come back home. It's all, did you do well tonight, Dad? Did your car win? Yeah, comes in, he's like, closes the door. He's all like, no, we didn't win again. So it's like, this isn't really about Formula One, it's about these like strange nerd people's lives, and but the nerds we need, you need some guy who can take a millisecond off by making a good carburetor, and if you love getting into the thick of numbers and patterns, and you love engineering, uh, Formula One is just like, whoa, all the numbers, facts, and figures. Oh. So I was actually getting into this, and you see, like the way it's still got that cheesy thing where the good-looking women, and they go have weird press conferences where they, it's like, oh, and they're starting their engines, and they do, still got that weird kind of like showgirls type thing to it, where it's got like the girls that hold up the lap race. I thought all that would be done now, but no, you know. So anyway, I would suggest you maybe watch this, but you need to get over the awkward conversations at the start because they're all painfully socially awkward, and then you'll have to get over the fact of that everyone in this documentary is got more money than sense, and then you'd have to get over the realities of that racing is just one big corporate gangbang. But once you're over that, and you actually start to think to yourself, these guys need to attach a rocket to the back of themselves to get high on their ego, then you can get into it. And the sound of a racing car going, and just the idea of being stuck in one, and going at speed, and also how crap racing would be to watch. You go like, whoa, that then they're gone for age. You can just talk and drink, and whoa, you're like, whoa, shocking. So this documentary, so you don't have to play the game, you don't have to watch the actual races. This documentary just gives you people's lives stories, who are obsessed and have long since lost their mind and devoted their life to Formula One, which is one of the least exciting races. You know what I mean? Formula Two and all these ones are a lot more vicious and a lot more fun because it's not all riding high. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, no, it takes you through the people who are the mid-table people. Everyone dreams of it. It's very frustrating because everyone dreams about winning the title every year, but like there's only two good engines, so they're all like, "Ah, yeah, I think I'm gonna win the title." It's like you're not. You're in a crap engine, mate, and you're a melter. You're not gonna win the title. And then every single person has to say, "I think this will be me this year." They're not. So yes, I would advise maybe watching this, but it's not. That doesn't change your mind on things. It's just a nice way to pass a fucking lockdown day. But anyway, there's a mess. And I'm gonna leave here. I'm gonna leave this.